Good everyone. I hope you guys have an amazing day. So today what I'm going to do, I will talk a little bit about the contract and amendment of the codes and how does that will change the subscription. So I do understand that we talked about orders. We haven't talked much in detail about the contract. Contract in simple terms, right? It's a kind of an agreement you have, a company have with the customer, right? So it could be let's say I'll give you a very simple scenario. You decide to, a company sends out a code to a customer saying, hey, this is this product you will be buying it, and if the customer agrees on the price, then then pretty much the proposal is finalized and the order is generated and the items get shipped, right? Once the money is received. Now, there are certain kind of products which is not one-off products, but instead it's like a subscription-based. So, for instance, you sign a contract with the customer. So, for instance, you wanted to subscribe for a yearly streaming service. Say you subscribe to a Hulu or a Netflix or whatever, right? So, obviously, what happens is, right, the code, normally a code will be created with certain code line items. So, for instance, a Netflix streaming or other stuff, right? And then a contract will be created, and then and subscription will be in place, right? So, subscription will be a yearly 12-month subscription, right? Or 24 months or 36 months, whatever. So, I just wanted to show you a scenario where, say, for instance, you have a contract created for a year. Say, for instance, you have a contract to say, customer will be starting, say, a licensing subscription um, from October 1st of 2021 to till October 2nd, 2022 or 2023, right? Um, so what happens if customer wants to add another license, right, to the same contract or to the same code? Will that Is that possible, right? I mean, under normal scenario, you might be thinking, it's too much of work for a support person, right? Just to go to the contract and look at the code line items and move each one to different orders. It's just a pain, right? But behind the scenes, Salesforce does that job pretty simple in a pretty easy way, so you don't have to do much admin work. So that's pretty much I'm going to demonstrate, right? We have a contract in place, which contract obviously linked to an account. So let me show you. I'll go to account and I'll pick the school account, right? So I'll pick the school account, and under related list, I have contracts. So this is a contract I want to deal with, right? Okay. So I have this contract in place. Let me activate this contract. So, okay. Now this contract is linked to this specific code, okay, which we go here. When I go here, let me look at the code lines. Obviously, we have this Creative Suite license, which is from, say, the 1st of October um, to perhaps September 2023. So imagine I have a requirement where I wanted to add another license, but not from the 1st of October, but say perhaps from April um, 2023 for 6 months. So how that will affect the subscription, that's exactly what I'm going to demonstrate. So what I'll do, I will go to, so I'm in the same opportunity here, right? As you can see that this opportunity is linked to the contract, which I've already shown you guys before. Uh, Now, what I'll do, I will go to the add product and let's add some license, right? So let's probably say, maybe I will add a VPN license. Okay. And before I do that, just let me go back to the accounts just to see that what subscription we have in place. So I'm going to relate the list, and I was doing it the wrong way by going to the code and adding it. So that's one of the mistake people normally make. But just let me show you the best way to do it. So I got 3 subscription in place. I have subscription for all this stuff. So what I want to do, I wanted to add the VPN license, right, starting from April. So I will go to this account again. I'll go to this contract. And I have this option called Amend Contracts. So I will prefer to do this from here. And I will say amend this contract. So we are amending it. And what I'll do, I will add a new product, and I will say VPN license. Yeah. And yeah, it's gonna take some time, but that's all right. Then I'll change see the start date change, right? So what I'll do, I will actually change the date to 1st of April, right? May, June, July, August, September. But this is still October, so what I'll do, I will change it to, just wanted to make 6 months before, so I will put it to March, right? So I will save it because I want this license to be activated 6 months before the subscription ends. So I've done this, and now let's look at the uh, opportunities. So now we got this new created just now. Um, Now what I'll do, I will edit this one, and in this opportunity, I will do order first. Yeah, you remember the flag order, right? Which will create an order behind the scene, right? So let me go to the accounts. I will go to this account, and I go to the related one. Let's see the orders. Hopefully, let me refresh it. Let me see if this is the one. Yeah, this is the one, right? So order has been generated. Now what I'll do, I'll go back to the same opportunity again, and I'll go for the same opportunity name, and under edit, what I'll do, I will do this one called contracted, and I'll save. Yeah. So opportunity for contract was saved. Now let's look at the subscription to see how that has been impacted. So I'll go to the account again, and I'll go to the school account, and I'll go to the related list. And so what I'll do, so you see a new subscription has been created. Entry has been added. That's a VPN license, and starting from first to the end. So see how easy to do, right? I don't have to manually enter this information. I don't have to manually create an order. I just don't have to do most of the stuff, right? All I have to do a few options, add the right product, and set the start date. Go to the opportunity, tick the order flag, which will generate the order for me, and tick the contractor flag, and then this will generate the subscription option for me. This is pretty much I wanted to cover because the reason why I wanted to talk about this topic, because I just wanted to demonstrate how easy it for you guys to do a very simple thing using CPQ. Like, I mean, it sounds simple, right? Sorry, I didn't mean simple. It might be a very complicated process if you wanted to do manually, but CPQ kind of made it super simple, right? Everything happens behind the scene for you. From an admin perspective, from a sales rep perspective, CPQ really, stands out because you don't have to really deal with the complexity that goes behind the scene, right? Just few clicks. If you have a process in place to do certain steps, that will take care of it. Whatever that happens behind the scene. So that being said, that's pretty much I wanted to cover in this episode. I hope you guys have an amazing Sunday. Adios.